Hello, and welcome to the Benefits and Challenges of Technology. This webinar is brought to you by the Boeing Company. My name is Kate Mosley, and I'm an Assistive Technology Specialist, or AT Specialist. I work for TASK and STAR. TASK stands for Technology Assistance for Special Consumers. We do AT informal sessions, demo and loan of AT, technical assistance, and AT trainings and workshops. We collaborate with STAR, which is Alabama's assistive technology resource. Together, these two programs provide al.atforall.com, where you can check out and loan equipment for 2 to 3 weeks, and startraining.org, which provides free trainings for assistive technology. The goal of this presentation is to learn about the benefits and challenges of technology and how to find a balance between the two. We will review what is screen time, the benefits of technology, the challenges of technology, the balance of technology, and have time for any questions. So to start, let's talk about screen time and technology. Screen time is anything with a screen. This could include TV, video games, movies, or apps. Even educational technology needs limits. This is not to say we should limit education, but limit the education on screens. It is said that technology itself does not create the problem. What matters is what we do with it. Technology is the high-tech pacifier. Think about car trips, the doctor's office, waiting in line at a restaurant. All of these can be very time-consuming, and it's handy to have an iPad where you can hand your child a YouTube video or let them play their favorite app. But there are costs of this screen time. These costs include a lack of exercise, a lack of human interaction, and a lack of experiencing the world beyond the screen. Today we are graced with thousands of high-definition photos, amazing videos from all over the world, and information at our fingertips. But we miss a lot by just getting information from screens. For example, what does the wind feel like in Hawaii? Or how do flowers smell? What's the temperature like in northern states? It's important that we go out and experience the world so that we can get a full experience of where we are. Sometimes technology can also be too engaging. If you think about it, the lights and sounds can make the real world less entertaining. Think about the last child's movie you watched. There were flashing lights, bright colors, fantastic animation. However, this can make our outside world less entertaining. It's important to keep a balance between both. Caregivers and technology. So there's no uniform idea about screen time. You'll hear many different professionals argue about what an appropriate screen time limit is for young children. Most caregivers don't really know how to manage screen time. There are usually two extremes: people who say yes to screens whenever the child may want it, or no to screens at any time. If you say yes to screens at any time when a child wants it, you promote unmonitored use of screen time, and these small hours of screen time can add up to tens of hours a week. If you say no to screens at all, you're missing out on all the information that the internet or that some TV programs have to offer. It's also a truth that electronics and technology is not going away. I understand that some people want to stay as screen-free for as many years possible, but technology is not something that's fading, and it's important that we learn how to use technology now because it will impact our future. We need to find a balance between saying yes to screens and limiting our time. So first, let's talk about the benefits of screens. First off is the educational opportunities. There is a wealth of information online. You can learn anything, ask any question, and solve any problem by just looking at Google. Most educational programs also track growth. You can see as the child starts the program and years down the road when he's finished the program how his math skills or the reading skills have increased. It's also becoming a trend of using technology in schools. Huntsville, for example, is completely electronic now. I feel like most schools are headed in that direction, and it's important that we learn about technology and how to use it properly for the future. So, websites that provide practice for math, reading, and writing are starfall.com, which reviews most subjects, abcya.com, which again focuses on most of the subjects, coolmathgames.com, which focuses mainly on math. Educational apps can also be found at apple.com. Splash Math, Writing Wizard, ABC Ninja, Dr. Seuss, ABC Workbook are all examples of great apps that can be both entertaining and educational. Connections. Skype and FaceTime are two wonderful programs that most people have on their computers. Skype is downloadable on any computer that you have. FaceTime is directed more towards Apple products. Both of these programs provide the same thing, face-to-face interaction over distance. We express a lot of our communication through facial expressions and through body movements. These are lost over the phone, but with face-to-face communication and online Skyping, we're able to see people's reactions. Are they happy or are they sad? We can also show things that we can't before. For example, if your son or daughter has drawn a picture and would like to show grandmother, they have the option of holding up their picture and showing that they would not have over the phone. Reading. There are a lot of e-readers out in today's market. The Nook, Kindle, iBooks. If you have a tablet, you can go anywhere and read. Not only is this a lot lighter than carrying your entire library in your backpack, but it also gives you access to every single book that you can own. Libraries, believe it or not, can check out online books. Your library probably has a website where you can check out audiobooks or ebooks. Now let's talk about the challenges. Graphic violence. The American Academy of Adolescent and Child Psychiatry say that children who play violent video games are numb to horror and violence, imitate violence, and are more aggressive with greater exposure. Now, at first you might think, well, being numb to horror doesn't sound so bad, then they won't be as scared. But that is a natural human response that we need to keep together. If you know you're in danger, your first instinct might be to run away. That can save you in most situations, and it's important that we have those feelings. Similar to pain, when you put your hand on a hot stove, it hurts and you pull away. If you had your hand on that hot stove and didn't pull away, it could really hurt you and give you a bad burn. Same with horror and violence. It is essential that we have those feelings. Imitating violence is also a problem that we face. In video games such as Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, a lot of children who play this game may imitate it and not realize that there are consequences that come with their violence. For example, in this video game, if you die, you can come back to life and play another round. We understand that life isn't like that, so it's important to teach realistic values. Now, that's not to say that Call of Duty is all bad. As an adult, this might be an understandable game to be playing if you understand the consequences of your actions and are playing it for fun. What is most important is that you check the ratings and that you feel in control of your child's game time. There are 3 websites I recommend for checking the ratings of games and video games and movies, and what exactly does that rating mean. kidsinmind.com, commonsensemedia.com, and thesource4parents.com. All of these will tell you word for word why the video game, movie, or song is rated the way it is. It might label things and say it's a level 2 on violence. It's not that violent, but language is very bad in this game. Too much screen time. The American Academy of Pediatrics says that you should have no more than 2 hours a day of screen time. Any more of this can lead to obesity, irregular sleep, behavioral problems, and poor academic performance. If you're sitting on the couch all day watching TV or watching your iPad, you're not getting up and getting the movement that your body requires. This can lead to weight gain. The screen, the light up screen with TVs and with iPads and with your phone can actually throw off your sleep balance. We have a natural progression with sleep. As the day gets darker, like when the sun's setting and it goes to nighttime, our bodies learn to slowly shut down and prepare ourselves for sleep. Lights in the house or bright phone screens can throw off this sleep, so it takes us longer to get into our deep sleep. Behavioral problems can also occur. Tantrums, imitation of inappropriate or violent games and movies, and poor academic performance because, in all honesty, we'd rather watch TV than do our homework. Isolation. As I had mentioned earlier, human interaction is crucial. We learn a lot by facial expressions and by body movements. It's important that we learn those social cues and their importance in our society. We also want to be careful of different worlds. There's a lot of wonderful fantasy and sci fi movies and video games, but we don't want that to become our life. We want to appreciate our reality while still being able to appreciate those wonderful worlds that are brought to us through movies, TV shows, and games. And last, cyber danger and bullying. Personal information on the internet is accessible to everyone. Even certain privacy settings are not enough to block hackers. Someone could know exactly what your child is and where they're doing it. You also cannot delete off the internet. Hurtful comments and pictures, if downloaded by someone else, are forever in the wrong hands. We also have to be careful with pictures and comments leading to bullying. You might put a picture of yourself up thinking you look wonderful, then someone says you look bad. That can be really hurtful to someone's self-esteem. So, what about the balance? Limiting screen time. The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends setting a limit of 2 hours for all screen time combined a day. This does not include the educational screen time that your child may have at school. This includes phones, iPads, movies, and TV. No TV in the bedroom. So, no TV in the bedroom is going to cut down on unwanted screen time. We're not going to have the temptation of screens before we go to bed. This can also throw off our sleep cycle, as I had discussed. Looking at your phone or sending that last text right before you fall asleep can actually take longer for you to go to sleep. It's also unmonitored. If I'm in my room or say I'm going to my room and then I just turn on the TV, I can watch whatever I want. It's important that we understand what programs our children are watching. Unplug. Turn off the TV and pull out a board game. Find other family-oriented entertainment, such as cards, board games, family stories. There's more than one way to interact with the family while still having fun. But most importantly, be proactive. Know what shows and games your child are playing or watching. As I had mentioned, websites like Kids in Mind are really going to help you understand what exactly is going on in those programs and games. Also, encourage supportive entertainment. Would you rather your child watch 2 hours of SpongeBob or 2 hours of a show like Brain Pop, where you can learn about different science experiments or different reading vocabulary? The Magic School Bus is also another educational program. Direct your child towards educational videos, educational puzzles, and games as opposed to just mindless entertainment. Don't just say no. Think through a good choice. There's going to come a time in your life where your child may not be living at home and may be starting their own family. You won't be able to monitor what they do, so teach good habits now. For example, if a child asks to come and watch TV, you could respond with, "Would you like to stay inside with TV or go outside and enjoy the day till it's time to come in?" Now, you've set them an example. You've shown them that, yeah, TV isn't so bad, but there's better things, more healthy things that I could be doing with my time right now. Really important is modeling good behavior. Let them see you using technology to learn, to work, and to enjoy life. As they say, monkey see, monkey do. How do you want your kids to enjoy technology? Act it out. Show them how it can be beneficial in your life without absorbing who you are. So if you have any questions about this webinar, please email me at tasc@ucphuntsville.org.